The name of this book is called My Food, Your Food. It's a book called Alike and Different. It's by Lisa Bullard and illustrated by Christine M. Schneider. Thank you to Two Dandelions Bookshop in Brighton, Michigan for the donation of this and many more books for my classroom. What I like about this book is it has a table of contents. So if you just wanted to read about noodles or different things like bread, you could just skip to the page listed in the table of contents. There's also a glossary and an index and recipes and more to learn. Chapter 1, It's Food Week. Hi, I'm Manuel. My teacher, Miss Chen, says we're learning about food this week. We each get to tell about something special that our family eats. This week, foods of the world: egg roll, borscht, kimchi. I whisper to Miss Chen what I want to talk about. I'm going to surprise our class. Tonight, Abuela is making a tasty dinner. Abuela means grandmother. She cooks the kind of food she grew up eating, first in Mexico, then in California. Her burritos and salsa make my stomach happy. Now I can't wait for my turn to talk on Friday. Does your family have a favorite dinner? Noodles from different places. At school on Tuesday, it's Tony's turn to talk. My great-grandparents came here from Italy, he says. My family loves spaghetti with marinara sauce. That's a type of tomato sauce. Mrs. Chen tells us that people have moved to the United States from all over the world. They still make many of the foods from their home countries. Spaghetti and marinara sauce are Italian foods. What part of the world does your family come from? Do they like to eat any special foods from those places? Mrs. Chen shows us another kind of noodle dish. It's called yi mein. Many cultures eat noodles, she says. My parents moved here from China. They use chopsticks to eat their noodles. A cafeteria worker brings in plain noodles so we can try using chopsticks. Mrs. Yen shows us how. Noodles sure are sneaky. Chopsticks are very common in parts of Asia. Do you know how to use them? Flatbread, puffy bread. On Wednesday, Marit and Raj both share different breads. I can see the breads are both flat and round like Abuela's tortillas. This is from Norway. This is roti bread from India. Raj's bread is called roti. His dad ate it growing up in India. It's chewy and good. Marit's bread is called lefse. It's from Norway. It's where her family comes from. It melts in my mouth. Then Lara shows us a braided bread called challah. It's puffy instead of flat. Lara's family is Jewish. They eat challah every Friday night. It's part of their religious tradition called Shabbat. Mrs. Chen tells us that many religions have traditions with food. For example, some people don't eat pork because of their religion. Families make different choices. On Thursday, Jayla shows us her fishing pole. She tells us about fishing with her dad. They cook and eat the fish they catch. People have hunted and fished for food for thousands of years, Ms. Chen says. She also says that some families choose not to eat meat or fish. Others don't eat anything from animals. That means no meat, eggs, or dairy products like cheese. Thursday after school, Abuela and I get busy in the kitchen. We're making the food I'm going to talk about in school. Do you help your family cook meals? What food would you like to learn how to make? You can see the ingredients are tomatoes, chilies, green onions, garlic, salt and pepper, a little bit of lime. Finally Friday. It's finally Friday. Have you guessed my food? Salsa is a Mexican sauce, I say. Abuela and I make ours with tomatoes. I like it spicy. Mrs. Chen brought salsa for everyone. Remember, there are tomatoes in lots of foods. Remember, they're in Tony's Italian marinara sauce too. Here's what I learned this week. Even when food is different, it can still be alike. And here's all the kids eating chips and salsa. And here's a recipe for making your own salsa. Here is a glossary. The one I wasn't sure I pronounced right was this bread from Norway, lefse. Maine. I think the rest I knew. To learn more, here's some more books. And here's the index. What a fun little book. It looks like they have lots of other topics.